6:35 now here on Breakfast Television. We're going to head over to Mike Eppel at the 680 newsroom for the latest in business. And when it comes to the markets this morning, already starting off with some record numbers.
Yeah, indeed. And happy Festivus, by the way.
Yes, happy Festivus to the rest of us. Yes.
I just heard that. I went, oh, yeah, that's right.
Remember?
And I can never figure out how they figured out the exact specific date for that, but whatever.
We'll call it today, the 23rd.
Sure. It's apparently the 23rd of December. Who knew? Feats of strength coming up. I'm limbering up.
And what's the thing? The pole? The thing? Yeah.
The metal pole.
The talking stick? I can't remember what it's called. Tell me what it's called. Anybody knows.
Airing of the grievances and all the fun stuff,
and all
right?
that stuff, yeah.
No grievances, though, Tammy, on this year for investors, because what a year it's been. We're looking, in fact, this morning at the Toronto stock market, the Wall Street benchmarks, all at record highs. They rallied on Friday and continue an upward trend this morning, as has been pretty much the case since Boxing Day last year. It was on that day that Wall Street saw the Dow surge over 900 points, and the rally has been very consistent since, even with the overhang of various and sundry trade issues, whether it's the U.S. and China. And this morning, we are getting reports that China is again removing some import tariffs on some U.S. goods. So diffused tensions, we'll call it, between the U.S. and China. They got that first phase deal just over a week ago, and more momentum there. Brexit could be settled early next year. USMCA is in the process of being finalized. So all of this has, the old adage is the market climbs the wall of worry. Well, it has been a year where investors seemingly have been worried about all sorts of things, and yet in all, records pretty much across the board. And a lot of that has been based on, predicated by the U.S. central bank cutting interest rates 3 times. And in fact, most central banks have been cutting interest rates this year to offset trade risks. The Bank of Canada has been the lone outlier of the bunch. A couple of things we are watching this morning will be Boeing, after they successfully landed the space capsule for their Starliner test mission, which failed to reach proper orbit, did not get to the International Space Station. So, Tammy, Boeing's horrible, difficult, terrible year continued, certainly with its space program. A lot of questions being raised about when they're going to be test flying that again early in 2020. And, of course, the ongoing issues with the 737 MAX.
Right up until the end of 2020, they're struggling.
It's going to be something we'll be talking about next year.
All right. Thanks very much, Mike.
You're welcome.